Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we are going to see how to automate the user form. So on screen, you can see one user form is there and we have prepared this user form with very basic Excel functioning. Okay. So what we want here, we want one button called submit. So whenever the data is filled and we will click on submit button, the data should get added to invoice data tab. So here is one tab called invoice data. So all the data should get added to this tab. Okay. So this is our requirement. Okay. So first, what we will do here, we will add one button called submit. First, we should go to developer tab. Okay. And in developer tab, there is an option called insert. So we should click on this and we will add one command button. Okay. And we will give the name to this button as submit. Okay. Another thing we will do here. So you can see here from row number 19, from row number 19 to 27, all the fields are mentioned. Okay. And that fields are in white color. So we will change the color here. Okay. We will make it black. Okay. So you can see whatever labels in invoice form are there, like invoice number, invoice date, due date, are present from row number 19 to 27. Okay. Now just we have to give the reference for input box. So we will give that. We'll put a equal to sign. For invoice number, we will give the reference as C4. Then for C4 equal to C4. Then for invoice date, it should be C6 and so on. So we will see how to add the option button here. So whatever option button present here, I will remove that. So for that, what we have to do, we have to go to the developer tab. Then we will click on insert and we will select the option button from form controls. Okay. So we'll just drag and drop. Okay. So for this option button, we will give the name as mail. Okay. Right click and we'll click on format control. Okay. So here you can see the cell link option is there. Okay. So we will give the reference as D26. Okay. And we will copy this option button and we'll paste once again for female option. So we will link the option button to a cell and the cell is D26. So again, we will right click here. We'll click on format control and you can see for both the button, the cell link is D26. Okay, because of this, what will happen? Now here we have selected male. Okay. So in D26, you can see it is coming as a 1. And if we will select female, what is coming for female? It is coming as a 2. So we will write a formula here. If D26 is equal to 1, then gender would be male. And for 2, else the gender would be female. So this formula we will write here. Okay. So now for department, we will just give a cell reference, which is F7. Okay, which is F6. Okay. So just what we have done, we have just given the cell reference here. So our next step would be, we will add one tab. We will name the tab as row. Okay. We will give the name to the tab as a row. Okay. Now we will record a macro. For a recording macro, you just have to click on this camera button. You can see here is a camera button. Just click on that. You can give the name for the macro as per your preference. I'm not giving a name. I'm just giving it as macro one, and we'll click on macro one, and we'll click on OK button. Okay. So what we will do, we will just copy the data from C19 to C27. As we are recording the macro, the code will get generated. In row one, I will just paste it with values in range A1. We'll click on paste special. We'll select the option values, and we'll click on transpose, and we'll click on OK. See, the date format is not coming correctly. So in recording only, we will change the format here. We'll press Ctrl 1, and we'll change the formatting to date, and we'll click on OK. Okay. So once it is done, what we want to do, we want to add this data in invoice data tab. Again, we will copy this. We'll go to invoice data. We want to paste it in the invoice data. Okay, so now there is a main part of our automation. We will go to the home tab. We'll click on insert. We'll click insert copied cells, and here we will select shift cells down, and we'll click on OK. Now our code is ready. Okay, we will stop the recording. We will go to the developer tab. We'll click on stop recording. You can also click on the camera button again. Okay, so now our coding is done. So now we will try to run this automation. Okay, so instead of 902, we will make it as a 903. So to check the duplicate record also, we can add one line here. Like if count, if range would be in invoice data, column would be A column, then criteria would be C4. That means we are checking the count of the invoice number. If it is greater than 0, criteria. If it is greater than 0, then it should be duplicate records. Else it should be blank. So this simple formula we will write here. So if it is 902, it is appearing as a duplicate record. So we will just change the formatting here. We just make it in a red color. We'll change the font size. Okay. So whenever the invoice number is duplicate, it will give the message as a duplicate record. Now we will change the invoice number here. Okay. Then we will change the date to today's date. Okay. Then instead of 19.8, we will make it as 16.8. We will change the PO number. We will change the address. Okay. We'll change the department. And instead of female, we will select the option as a male. Okay. Now the submit button is already there. So what we have to do, we have to assign the macro to this button. So we'll click on assign macro here. So our macro name is macro1, which we have generated, and then we will click on OK. So the whatever macro we have created, I have assigned that macro to submit button. Okay. So new data has been added. Now what we will do, from row number 19 to 27, we will just change the font so it should not be visible to anyone. Okay. So for user, only the form would be visible. Okay. Now once the user will click on submit, you can see the invoice data is getting added. So we will try one more. We can also give the drop down for PO number if it is available with you. So whenever the user will submit the data, it will get added automatically. So this is the very simple method. So please subscribe to my channel for more such video. If you will subscribe, then I will make more videos. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.